Some people are terrified of being broke, but others are terrified of spending. They check their bank account 3 times a day. They hesitate over every purchase, even cheap ones. They stockpile money, but feel guilty the moment they use it for themselves. On the outside, this can look like discipline, or being good with money. But psychology sees something else. A mind ruled by fear, not strategy. Let's break down what is really happening inside the brain of someone who is afraid to spend money. Sign number 1, the scarcity imprint. For many people, this fear didn't start with a spreadsheet. It started in childhood. Maybe money was always tight. Maybe your parents fought about bills. Maybe one bad month meant no electricity, no rent, or no food. In that environment, your brain learned one lesson very clearly. Money is never safe. It disappears. Any comfort can be taken away. So even when you grow up and start earning more, your nervous system is still stuck in the past. It doesn't see your current income. It only remembers the threat. Spending, even on something small, doesn't feel like a logical transaction. It feels like walking toward the edge of a cliff. You're not cheap. You are still trying to survive a war that ended years ago. Sign number 2, money as armor. For people who fear spending, money isn't just numbers. It is protection, control, and safety. Every dollar in the account feels like an extra layer of armor. Every dollar spent feels like taking a piece of that armor off. So they avoid restaurants, trips, and even small upgrades that would genuinely improve their life. They say things like, "I don't really need it," or "maybe later," even when they clearly do. Behind that self-denial is anxiety. When life feels unpredictable, money becomes the only thing that seems solid. Holding it tight gives the illusion of control. But there is a cost. Their world becomes smaller and smaller, while the bank balance becomes bigger and bigger, and they still don't feel safe. Sign number 3, guilt and undeservingness. Many people who are afraid to spend carry a hidden belief. I don't deserve nice things. They watched adults sacrifice everything, or grew up in a culture where enjoyment was labeled as selfish or wasteful. Now, when they even think about buying something for themselves, their brain generates guilt. If they spend on others, it feels okay. If they spend on themselves, it feels wrong. So they keep postponing life. They underinvest in their health, their skills, their experiences. They save for a future they never actually allow themselves to live. This isn't financial wisdom. It's emotional punishment. So what does all of this mean? Being cautious with money is smart, but being scared of money leaving your account, even when you're stable, even when the purchase is rational, is a sign that fear, not logic, is in charge. Wealth isn't just about how much you keep. It's about how effectively you use what you have to build a better life, a stronger mind, and more opportunities. If you recognized yourself here, don't shame yourself. Your brain learned these reactions for a reason, but now your job is to update the software, to slowly prove to yourself that spending on the right things, your health, your education, your tools, your freedom, is not danger. It is strategy. Because being rich on paper while living like you're always one step from disaster is just another trap.